afternoon, Mr. Ken Patrick. Welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
Take a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the privilege to have the CEO of Apple, Mr. Ken Patrick, who has visited South Africa today. Welcome to our studio.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Can you tell us about yourself a little bit and your company a little bit?
I basically became a CEO of Apple after Steve Jobs. I succeeded Steve Jobs. So I'm basically now the new CEO of Apple. And yeah, everything that's going to be happening, our new technology, it's up to me and the rest of the company to keep on improving and involving Apple companies technological-wise in terms of everything.
And what are your main brands?
Our main brands is MacBooks, iPhones, iPads. These are basically one of our successful products, and we're looking into expanding our horizon and bringing in new and going into other product fields. You know, like where there's also ebooks. Maybe we can have Apple ebooks also. Like, you know, we're planning to expand this. But our main product lines, MacBooks, iPhones, the new recent iPhone 5, which has just been released. So we're trying to just expand our market, not just, you know, Europe where we make, you know, most of our profits and we sell most of our products. North America, Asia, also in Africa. You know, that's why we're here today in South Africa, to try to emphasize that. To say,
yeah, that's true. Because our viewers were actually wondering whether the iPhone is for people from Africa, given its price.
Yeah.
Do you have any comment?
Yeah, it's very expensive. Obviously, like the way we started this company has been on since 1976. It's grown globally, internationally. So, like, if you think about it, like. We haven't really, because of, you know, Africa is considered as a third world country. You know, not a lot of people, it's probably expensive. You know, here in South Africa, you know, there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor. So I think Apple, what we're trying to do right now is we meet up with other, like, government officials so we can look into how we can promote our products in an affordable way for most people. Yeah.
And can you explain to us a little bit about your company's corporate social responsibility?
That's an extremely important one, corporate social responsibility. Because a lot of people often accuse, pretty much most companies are accused of, you know, corporate social responsibility. But since we're being a successful company in terms of like providing services of new technology, we haven't really put so much emphasis on that. But we recently joined an international governmental organization, IFA, which mainly deals with these issues of corporate responsibility, in terms of like this environment, obviously, which is part of the elements of corporate responsibility, labor and human rights. Another thing is health and safety of workers, and obviously accountability. We're accounting ourselves that we haven't really done so much in terms of corporate responsibility. That's why in China, which is one of the main problems of corporate responsibility, in terms of child labor, long working hours for our workers, we've addressed that issue with our audit. If you check our website, we've actually addressed this issue of reducing the working hours. There are some retailers which were not complying with this requirements of social corporate responsibility. We cut our ties with them. So we're really, really working towards improving our corporate social responsibility. And I think we've done a good job over the last 1 year, to be honest.
And when we come to your marketing strategy, what is your organization's position in the markets?
Organization's position in the market. Right now, obviously, we have our competitors like Samsung, BlackBerry. But our product is mainly product-based.
I'm actually using a Samsung now.
Yeah? Oh, very soon we should switch it to iPad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, with mainly our target audience is mainly, you know, the demographic of the new generation, like people from 18 till 35. You know, they mainly, like, you know, they love the idea of the whole touchscreen. You know, even Samsung has the touchscreen also.
Yeah.
And if you're a BlackBerry fan, you can use like you know, if you prefer something where we have a lot of apps on ours, you know, the new iPhone, everything. The main target audience, that's we like. This is how we positioning ourselves as market segmentation to say this is our target customers, and mainly the target customers are, you know, the people still in college. They use many apps. They have games. They have Facebook, Twitter, everything like that. So, yeah. You know,
and there is a war. There is a war between Samsung and Apple, and people are like, now who is number one? Who is number two? What is your take on that? Your competitive position? Are you a leader? Are you a follower?
Well, we're pretty much a leader. Like Steve Jobs pretty much helped us. My previous CEO, he helped the company because of the way now Steve Jobs with this whole. It's like a brand for him also, Apple. If you think of Apple, Steve Jobs, creative. Look at our products. We have a lot of apps. Now we have the iPhone 5. Tell me which products, you know. I know you have an iPhone, you have a Samsung there.
Yeah.
But
I try all.
You saw the new iPhone
it is cool,
application.
It is cool,
you know?
yeah.
So, yeah, well.
But if we are now talking about your marketing strategy, in terms of the 4 Ps, how do you...
In terms of pricing, all right, 4 Ps, we're talking about 4 Ps now, okay. So pricing, we're looking at pricing. The way we're pricing our products, all right, it took like, it makes like, you know, it's obviously expensive, you know, and it's because of the application, the production also, pricing. It's worth the money, that's one thing for sure. We try to make this product. The reason why it's maybe a higher price because it's quality. It's worth it. It's, you know, there's like, it's a new technology, new applications, you know, rich price. That's why like our pricing is higher, you know.
Yeah.
And also the product. Now like we're talking about the touchscreen, like, you know, we just improved the apps for it's smallest, you know, so.
But there are some people, some pundits who are saying that no, both Steve Jobs has left, maybe he has left with the vision. Are you going to meet up to the challenges of leading a global company like Apple?
Yeah, I would, definitely. The introduction of the new iPhone 5, it's proof of that. You know, I've improved, even if we're still talking about the 4 Ps, I've improved the distribution of, you know, in terms of distribution, you know, I was talking about our retailers where we had problems with them in terms of social responsibility. Now we have Apple Ice. We want to make sure that only the suppliers for our products is in Apple stores. You know, if someone's buying it in another store, which is not an Apple store, which is our retailer, it doesn't show much emphasis and importance through the product. You know, so we're trying to improve the distribution of the product. So. Like, yeah, we're trying to improve the distribution of the product.
Yeah, so do you think that after the iPhone 5, the much talked about features for the iPhone 6 would come into play?
The much featured?
Features of the iPhone, because iPhone 5 was supposed to be with a lot of features, but they were not released. So do you think that they will come on the iPhone 6?
iPhone
6.
Yeah, they would. We're improving the project. We mainly don't talk too much about our products publicly that before it's released yet, but like when it comes out, you see more of the details. Like.
And your production takes place in China. Did you encounter some problems of unethical
yes, very much,
production
very
within
much,
your supply chain?
I just talked about this audit thing that we had problems with. We part of this non-governmental organization where it deals with these issues. We encountered a lot of troubles and we rectified and solved it. It's in the press, it's everywhere. That we even now there's talk that we are really working towards improving and being the #1 in terms of social responsibility. We're the first company in this industry to actually do it. So, you know.
Mr. Ken Patrick, that's all we had time for. We are having news in a few minutes. Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you for introducing me to your studio. Coming to the studios.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Mamuchibuda, because I'm fambas and